do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it, that thing you do? Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it?
Okay, cool. See, I'm getting so good at it now. Hey, Rick, how you doing?
Hey, Carmen, I'm good. How are you?
Hey, everyone. Welcome to All About the Joy. We hope Cynthia's going to be able to make it. She's hoping to. But yeah, I'm getting really good at this. I spent some time the other day on here, Rick, so I need to be very, very proud of me. But yeah, so I'm not going to say what's going on with Cynthia, but I really want her to come on and tell us, because then I'll feel better. She's fine. She's absolutely fine. But she's just racing home to see if she can get online quickly. So, Rick, how was your week?
It was pretty good. Work wasn't too bad, so that's good. One order I was stressing about, an expensive one, finally came through and everything worked out. I was like, whoo.
No, wait, what? I missed something because I was not, I don't multitask, and I was trying to put your volume up. Say that again.
Oh, something at work. It was a big ticket item stuff, I guess, that was ordered, and that was stressing me out because they were like, we need to have it by the end of the month or we're not going to want it. So literally got there on the last day of the month on Monday. I was like, thank you.
Oh, so it got there. Hey, Melanie. Cynthia's on right now. I'm just letting her get her camera fixed so that she look beautiful and everything. But I see her. I see her in the green room. You know, give me a thing like this when you're ready to come on, Cynthia. Okay, she's ready. I don't want to do you wrong like that. How you doing, Cynthia?
Hey, Cynthia.
Oh, I'm good. Hey,
Yeah.
Rick.
Turn up the volume because Melanie can't hear you. So I guess it is also up there. You're going to have to tell everyone what's going on because I just made it all dramatic after saying, but she's fine. She's just trying to raise that. Hey, Mario, how you doing?
Hey.
So, Cynthia, what's going on with you?
Well, hold on. Let me show you real quick.
Oh, Xavier!
Sorry.
Xavier broke his leg. Oh my God.
He broke his ankle, has rods in it right now.
In it? In his legs?
Yeah, so there's rods sticking out.
Wow.
And he's having major surgery.
Why are the rods sticking out?
It's pre-surgery because he had so much swelling. So they're gonna do the surgery on Monday. And the rods are kind of there to support everything and align his ankle and everything. So.
Oh wow!
But he still looks so cute in the picture. He's in the back seat. You know, I love me my Xavier. He's so cute. But how did we break our leg? What happened?
Oh, we fell down the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry, I'm just plugging my charger here.
Are you feeling comfortable right now? I told you you don't have to come on. I was like, I'll wing it with Rick, you know, even though I don't want to do this with Rick by myself, whatever.
Fun fact, I have metal rods in my back too.
Ooh,
Rick,
in your back?
Is it all about you? Is it all? I have a rod in my hip.
Okay. Cynthia, you have any
rods? No rods.
Why is it all about you? No, I'm just Rick, I just had to do that to you because I knew. So
I just wanted to feel a part, you know.
A part of having an injury?
Yes.
You're so crazy. I was telling Rick earlier that I was hoping that you would come on quicker, right? Because that's why I text you.
Yeah.
Because I was like, we'll go on early so we could do a little recap of 911. And I wanted to give you some insight as to what happened. Now, I know Rick has not watched the show, even though we've tried to implore him to do it.
I only watched the first episode. I haven't watched today's episode.
Right. Well, because it's coming on. Oh, yours already aired. Mine hasn't aired yet. It comes on at 9:00, so it's on right now for you. Yeah. Okay. I haven't watched the second episode either, but let me just say this. I'm totally like not loving the bees. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? It was kind of campy weird, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll wait to see the second episode. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up is I reached out to the Los Angeles Fire Department. I did. Okay, for those of you who don't know, the show 911 actually is about Fire
LAFD.
Station 118 here in Los Angeles. It's not about them exactly, but it is actually a fire station here in Los Angeles. So I had bought myself a T-shirt from the LAFD, and I bought two, one for Cynthia, one for Juan, and I sent them as a gift or whatever. Because I wanted to support the Los Angeles Fire Department. But here's the thing, they have unisex size, which I can't stand because it's really men's. That's what it's men's. And then we just have to fit into it. And it just, anyways, I cut up my shirt, my T-shirt, and it's now ruined completely because it does not. I have a body, people. Okay. I got boobs and a waist. Like, I like my shit to work. Okay. So I emailed the LAFD. I was like, hi, my name is Carmen. It's like, they responded. In their next meeting, they're going to talk about having women's sizes on their website. And I said to them, how do you not know that this show has been on since 2018? They had no idea.
Really?
What?
Somebody must know, but the people who handle the nonprofit that handles all their clothing, I'm like, you guys could have been making so much money. I was on Reddit, and Reddit doesn't know where to get clothing from the show.
What?
I'm like, oh, you people crazy, because that would
They
have been
definitely missed an opportunity there.
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's fine. You know what I mean? I needed to fit all the parts correctly. Okay.
Women have curves, okay? Hello.
I know. Women's fits differently than men's. I mean, wouldn't you agree, Cynthia? Like men's is just a boxy shirt. And it just
there are women firefighters.
It's just also lazy. It's just don't call it unisex. Just say we only have men's sizes, because unisex is just men's sizes. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's very true.
I have never bought a unisex shirt that fit me well. Never, not once.
Yeah.
You know, so, but anyway, I thought that was funny. And they went back and forth with me. Like whoever it was, I forget what her name was. I want to say Kathy. She was on her iPhone. And so and I said, well, I'm so sorry to bother you on a Saturday morning. And she's like, no, this is good. We have our meetings on Monday. And I was like, okay, God. I was like, if you could let them know, it's so good. I'll send you all the emails because it was hilarious.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
Anyways, I just wanted to mention that. So yeah. Okay, whatever. Mario, why? It's like he's writing something, but I'm not seeing it. Are you guys seeing what he's writing? Because I'm not seeing it.
Not
He just
yet.
wrote Carmen.
Yeah, he was
Comma. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, and then the smiley face came
Oh,
up.
okay. Oh, not for the show. Not for the
okay.
show.
Let me. I'm so
Okay.
sorry. Let me. Oh, okay. Okay. Now you know everybody wants to know. He was just saying he gonna buy me an outfit. That's all, because I got a body. That's all he said. Wink, wink. I don't know what he said. Yeah, I know everybody's trying to figure out what did she just say to him. Okay, so I sent you guys some information of what I wanted to talk about. Let me just throw on well, you know what? First, let's talk about last week's show, which, by the way, highest rated show ever.
Let's go.
And like a day later, the numbers were, I mean, I think it was his people, but I'm not trying to
I don't care.
Shout out to our people too. We love you. And LinkedIn is off the hook. I just love you people. It's so cool.
That was a really good show. I wasn't on it, but I watched it, and I was so interested. I was invested. Like you saw, I was commenting on everything. I was in there.
Yeah, say you were Netflix before Netflix was.
Yeah, and that was a good clip. I put that clip up or whatever. Yeah. So he was a cool guy.
Yeah, he was very easy to talk to, easy to understand all the technology and everything that he was saying. Like it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, we'll have him back on the show. He's doing the rounds. They're really excited. I emailed them and everything, and we'll put up more of their clips of their show and try to help promote them. I thought it was a really easy interview, but it was also kind of fun and connected to us in a way. Do you know what I mean? Like that's kind of, I want more people to be part of the show that are connected to us in one way, shape, or form. It doesn't have to be about movies and Hollywood, but what is all that noise? Is that feedback on my end?
No, it's a feedback on my end.
Oh,
sorry.
Oh, the way she just looked at Xavier.
Feel like I'm Mario.
No, it wasn't Xavier.
Oh, it's Juan. Okay. Anyways, it's all good. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. And Rick, thank you for being on that show. And Cynthia, thank you for support. And everybody else who chimed in and also liked everything that we did. It was just really fun. And I want to do more interviews, but it does take a lot of work. As Rick knows, we had to do a lot of research and we have to, have all the right questions and whatever. And also I didn't even prep him. So he was an anomaly because usually you want to meet people before you put them on the show, but he was fantastic.
Yeah.
Maybe that's a trick you don't want. No, because it'll work against us next time. It'll be some person that we don't want on the show or something, but he was great. So, okay, great. Let me just say I do have one. Oh, I will have one news item to let everyone know about. I don't know how many of you do shorts. Rick, I think you do shorts on YouTube, right? You post up. Starting October 15th, shorts will now be up to 3 minutes.
Oh.
Which is great because all my shorts are over a minute, so they're never viewed by anybody because YouTube does not push them out if they're over a minute. So they can only be under a minute, but as of October 15th, you can go up to 3 minutes and they'll push your videos out. It does not include all the past YouTube shorts you've done. All of those that I've put up are never going to get. But anyways, just wanted to let everyone know about that for those of you who are using shorts. Cynthia, you don't do shorts, right? It's like TikTok, but YouTube.
No.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to show this TikToker whose name is Britt Ashley. I think. Wait, let me just see. I think I'm messing up his name already.
Want to hear a funny story really quick for you?
No, because it's never a funny. See, the thing is, here's the trick: never a funny story. Am I lying? Never a funny story when Rick says that. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do this quick. You're gonna be so impressed. Okay, Rick is like, what a bitch. Although he would never. I know, baby. I know you would never, ever. Let me see.
What are some of the common misconceptions?
Okay, wait. Here we go. Wait. Can you guys see it?
Yeah.
All right.
What are some of the common misconceptions that British people have about Americans and just America as a whole? The first one is we think that all Americans live in massive houses. And you know what? When I think about, well, why do we think this? And why did I think this until I came here? I would say the movies are the reason for that. We watch things like, I don't know, Home Alone, American Pie, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, you name it, any of them. And they always have big houses all the time. So you can't blame us for thinking so. And as well, because America's so big, especially compared to the UK, you've got much more land to work with. So we just, I don't know, it seems logical when we see it in the movies that we think, yeah, that's probably the way it is. But it isn't. We think Americans are rich, because you all live in massive houses, as far as we're concerned. Again, I think the movies are guilty of making us think this way because, again, if all we know is what we see on TV and in the movies, and it is just that they're all big houses all the time, like mansion-style houses almost.
Are you froze?
What?
It froze?
No.
No, but you're screaming, and it's so funny because now in the whole podcast, I'm just gonna be this. Can you not see it?
It froze on my end.
Are you using your 1987 phone? Okay, you're gonna have to just listen. But can you hear him?
Oh no!
Are you serious?
And look how Cynthia's screen is like this instead of like this
because
now.
She has a phone from 1924. I don't know what to say. Okay, I'm just gonna play the rest of it because but Cynthia, how are you gonna engage in the conversation? Somebody needs a new phone. I told you I would buy it for you. Oh my God. Okay, wait, that was such a good video.
I don't know what happened.
Cynthia, it's your phone.
You didn't see or hear none of it?
You didn't hear not one word of it?
I heard like the first little bit and then it just stopped.
Oh.
No, it was fine. I stopped it because you kept talking and I was like, okay. Why?
Well, because for her it froze. So she's like, did it freeze? I'm like, huh?
I know, but then I'm like, it's going to be, and it doesn't matter now. Okay, wait. I don't know what to do now because you're not going to be able to be part of the conversation.
Do you want to try it again?
Okay.
No, look at you. It's like, that's okay. Like the way you said it. Did you not try to use the new laptop I sent you? It's not.
I didn't try the camera.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I sent you a laptop and you didn't even try it?
No, I've tried it. I haven't tried the camera yet.
Yeah, I don't know how the camera's going to work, but it probably worked better than your 1942 cell phone. Notice how the year changes every time.
But she's freezing a lot too, so it could be her internet.
Yeah, she's freezing a lot too. It's her phone. I am 100% sure that it is her phone. Anyways, okay, so I'm not going to play the whole thing because now I'm going to have to. Anyway, he talks about he's British and he's living in Arizona. And his name is Ashley, and he does all these great videos about what he loves or what is different or whatever about the United States. And it's this really cool video. And he talks about, like, you know, we think, I think one of the things I love that he said was, you know, Europeans always think that Americans are not very well traveled at all. And the fact is that in Europe, people don't understand how massive the United States is. So you can be in your state of California or Texas, and you can drive 6 hours and still be in Texas or still be in California, or you can drive 3 hours and go from one state to the other state and still be in the United States. But in Europe, if you travel from one place, you can go 2 hours and you'll be in France, you know, or you'll be in Germany. So it's much smaller. And so what he was saying is kind of this thing, like he was saying these misconceptions that we have or that they have about Americans, and all of his videos are about that. And it's really funny and it's really interesting because usually I hear negative things about people who basically hate us. Some of it is jealousy. Some of it is fair. You know what I mean? Because we think we're the best country in the world. And sorry to tell y'all, we're not. But we're not. We're not the best country in the world. Unless you've been to every other country in the world, you really can't make that statement. You know what I mean? Because in a lot of ways, we're lacking. You know, and this isn't about politics. This is just factual. You know what I mean? Like in certain things, like in education and in health, in so many different ways. In happiness, you know, there are all these different studies that are done. So I just think it's interesting to hear people from other countries talk about what they see as different as we being from the United States. I just thought it was an interesting thing, but it's not as much fun when I'm saying it. That's why I was having the video on.
Yeah, but a lot of them, they do. Like, I think we would be surprised how much American TV they watch and movies and everything. Like, so much is from here. So, I mean, as soon as he said big houses, I started thinking Cosby Show,
Yep.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Like, if they think that's normal, no.
Right. Yeah.
So
he said some other things too, but I don't remember them all. Because it's a 4-minute TikTok, but he does a lot of them. But he was also talking about like how there's another video that he talks about different words that we use that he doesn't know.
Oh yeah.
You know, and that like some of the words that we use mean very different things in other countries. So it's a fascinating TikToker. I follow him. His name is British Ashley. I think he just changed his name to because somebody tried to copy his thing or whatever. So anyways, Cynthia, we're gonna have to do something about I'm not kidding though. I do. I need you. I'll buy you a new phone. I don't even know how else to say that because I want you to be part of the show, but I can't. And I do think it's your phone. You have the weirdest issues. You're like, I know. I see joy. I cannot see joy. Like it's like what? Like, so can I just buy you a phone?
I don't want you to waste money.
But it's not a waste.
It's not a waste because this is a waste. I have a whole thing to talk about.
Giving Carmen agita.
I know. And like we cannot talk about it now because I didn't play it. You know what I mean?
I remember I saw a video of a British guy, and he goes, "I'm gonna find the deepest Southern accents I could find in America and play back the video in front of you guys and give you my reactions." And he's just like, "What did he say? I can't understand a word he said." It's so funny.
Wait, there's another video of him, and someone told him to try a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So he makes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and he doesn't do it right. Like he puts on the peanut butter like it's butter, like like just a little, and then he puts all this jam, whatever. And everyone's like, "No, you got it." So he does like 4 videos trying to make a peanut butter and jelly. And every time he eats them, he's just like, "It's just a peanut butter and jelly." He's not impressed. You know what I mean? He's like, but I think he's also he gets sarcastic because like one of the videos he puts like a glob of like peanut butter and just a little bit of jelly. Like
the church fan is broken. The members will not be attended.
It's so funny. It's great. Listen, I think it's good to start. Again, it's always all about the joy. I'm always looking for people who are uplifting and not putting down. I think some of the things I hate is when I see people from other countries putting down the United States, right? It's so easy to do that. And I'm not saying that some of it isn't justified, but again, it's about all this hate. You know, what do you want to do with all that energy? How does that change anything? You know? So Cynthia, I'm not trying to embarrass you. I know you can afford your own phone, but I know you don't want to get a new phone because you don't want to deal with the newness of it. But can I just tell you from my heart, I've told you this before, but now also for the show, I think you should get a new phone.
Yeah, I know I do have to get a new one.
Yeah, I just think it's time. And I think this is evidence. So I'm just let me just throw all this away.
You can still go over that. It's not like I haven't seen videos.
All about that. I do want to talk about this, but Rick, tell us your funny story. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, first though, if you're that attached to your phone, then just use a new one for the broadcast and stick with your old with your old phone.
He's so mean. I tried to give him my old phone, which is basically a much newer phone, but she didn't want that either. But I think now you feeling the pain. You're feeling bad now. I can tell because she's doing this. She's like trying not to smile, but she don't want to say, yeah, she's right, Carmen. No one ever likes to say that. It's so funny. Because I don't let them live it down. That's why. Because I will hold on to it forever. That's not true. It's not true. Why are you doing that? It's not true. I'm just being funny as hell. Okay, I'm gonna switch to my plan B subject because I did have a plan B. But I wanted to talk about this. So I was reading on AARP, who is no longer going to be our sponsor after I talk about this. I was like, Rick is like,
oh, I saw an article pop up the other day. I was like, what?
Oh, what was the article that popped up for you?
Senior citizens and masturbation. No, I don't want to read about that. Go away.
Well, okay, let me just tell you something. You can go on the website and pick what things you want to see. So maybe,
right, but it was a pop-up. I was like, no. We don't.
Okay, but you can say you don't want to. But senior citizens have masturbation and
everyone has needs.
Everyone has needs, Rick. Just because you're older don't mean you ain't got them. Did you read the article?
I just looked at it to see if was it real. And I was like, no. I didn't read every word. No.
Look, there are some articles that are for you and some of them that are not for you. But anyway, it doesn't matter. They're gonna look at. I read an article today. I got so angry and upset. I went to comment, which I've never commented before, but I'm so sick of this subject. So I went to comment, and they would not put my comment.
Shut up, Mario.
Shut up, Mario.
Love you.
Okay, here's what it is. The 7 common makeup mistakes women over 50 make. It's by Kelly James. I'm going to say it. She wrote a whole article about things that you shouldn't do over 50. And each one of them, I'm like, bitch, I'm doing it tomorrow. Like, don't wear red lipstick. Are you fucking kidding me? Do whatever you want. She's saying wear a different shade because it makes you, what she should say is if you have pale white skin, maybe you shouldn't wear red lipstick, right? But that's not what she's saying. But you shouldn't. I think you should wear whatever you want. But she was writing all this stuff. You need to use a primer. No, what? Like, No one is going out there with
Painting a wall? What do you mean?
It's a more
What is going on?
it's the same concept because supposedly you have to make your pores certain way, so you
It
put
evens everything
evens
out.
everything out, and then you put on your foundation. You know what I'm sick of? Telling women what to do with their makeup, with their face, or telling them that they have to wear makeup or whatever they want. There's one in here that said, oh yeah, she wrote failing to use a primer. Like that's a bad thing. Like primer, whatever. Okay, wait. The other one was, wearing black liquid eyeliner. Okay, let me just say this. I have never in all my life worn black liquid eyeliner because I can't do it right. All I wanted to do was get like cheap red lipstick and like liquid eyeliner and do like the cat thing because I was so pissed at this thing. And she said they look like 70s disco people when you do that. She wrote that shit in here.
How old is this woman?
Her name, let me say it again.
Kelly James. Kelly James, because I know somebody named Kelly
James.
Kelly
K. James. Mm-hmm.
Is she like 80 or 90 years old?
I don't know. She's been writing for them for a while, though. I was trying to find her bio and because I was like, I wrote kind of a quirky, funny, not mean. I was like, here's what I wrote. I wrote something to the effect of, can we get to a place where we stop telling women what they can and can't do over at any age? Like if women want to wear red lipstick, let them wear red lipstick. You know what I mean? And I said, right now I'm going to go out and do my best 70s and get me some black eyeliner liquid or whatever. You know, I was like a little bit funny. And I went back a couple of times to look and it wasn't on there. Like they did, but they let other people's comments come on after. And I'm like, oh, you see what they did. I see what you did there. So I'm like, I'm all over it now. I just think it's weird. Like you have the one extreme on TikTok where they're, 18-year-olds and 22-year-olds wearing 17 layers of makeup. Like, my
oh my God, yes.
Let me just tell you what I do every day when I go out for my everyday makeup. And it's like a 10-minute long TikTok. And they're like,
I look caked on.
And all the contouring. I never even knew what the fuck contouring was till I got on TikTok.
I remember a Spanish lady saying, listen, ladies, if you look like a payaso, you're doing too much.
So weird.
Payaso means clown for the English people.
Some of them, they do the makeup so beautifully, but I've never had that much makeup on unless I was on stage. And even then, it's less than what some of the TikTokers do. So it's either that extreme or the other extreme where now you're telling people who are she said something about like not using, I don't know. She said something about wearing too much loud blue or green. I'm like, you do you.
Oh my God.
You want to wear green eyeshadow? Go ahead, girl. Do your thing. Tomorrow, red lipstick, green eyeshadow, liquid. I'm going to have liquid out to here with the cat eyes. And I'm going to put on the big flashy.
You all look like Tammy Faye Baker?
That's who started all that. You know it's true, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
My thing is, if I ain't sleeping with you, you ain't got no saying what I look like. Don't care what you think.
Wow, Rick went down a really interesting.
I'm just saying.
I ain't sleeping with you. Okay. But even if they are, what do you care? Well, I guess you'd have to be attracted to that person.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I think people wear a lot of makeup all the time. And
I love the videos where they show like an older person or someone who's just looks like they woke up out of bed and then they're putting all these pounds of makeup and they look like they're 20 years old.
Well, do you sleep with your makeup on? I never sleep with
I don't wear makeup.
Oh, look at Cynthia. Me neither. I do. You can see I have on eyeliner and mascara. Can you see? You can see.
I don't even do that because I rub my eyes so much that it would just smudge.
Okay, when I don't wear eyeliner or mascara, my eyes are really, they're just, you can't really see them.
Is it the black liquid eyeliner?
It's not black liquid, but tomorrow it will be. No, it's just regular. It looks it's not even black.
It's the old school one you had to burn.
Oh, remember that one? It was Maybelline or Revlon, one of those. And you would burn it. That's right. Oh my God, back in the day. I don't even think I wore makeup that much back in the day either. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever worn, I don't wear foundation, but I wear You don't even wear eye makeup? What's your daily routine? So you get up in the morning, you do what?
I just wash my face. I don't.
You just
I barely put.
naturally
I
beautiful.
barely put cream on my face.
Really? Rick, what's your whole thing?
I don't put nothing on my face. I just wash my face and that's it.
Rick, who's growing a beard, I see. Are we
I
growing a
need to
beard?
shave. But people say I don't look 54, so I guess I ain't doing anything too bad.
What was the age thing? What just happened? I just got what?
That he doesn't look 54. So
Oh, did someone think you looked 54?
No, that's what I'm saying. Everybody thinks I'm younger, so I can't be doing, something too bad if I'm still looking younger than I am.
Well, I tell everyone all the time, I get Botox here. I do that. I have no problem sharing this. I don't think there's anything wrong with wearing makeup. You know what I mean? I just don't like people telling people what they can and can't do. And also it's kind of like, can we get to a place where we think being older is okay? Like that was the other part of this whole thing that I wrote is like, she's making it sound like it's not okay to look older, right? It's like you're wearing black eyeliner, liquid, whatever, mask, whatever it is, eyeliner, and it makes you look old.
Charlie.
Charlie,
Me too, brother. Me too,
Charlie
brother.
don't wear no makeup. And my whole thing is like, can we just normalize that we are getting older and we look fabulous no matter what, or we look ugly no matter what, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you have good days, bad days. But this idea that being older is horrible. We get mad at Hollywood, right? But actually we do it all to ourselves. Like we all do it all to ourselves and we keep perpetuating it with articles like this. Stupid AARP. We're no longer going after you. I know. I'm so bad. I was going to go after them to see if we could be on their show, but now I'm pissed because they didn't let my comment go through. You see how quick no one's going to sponsor us because if they piss me off, it's over.
What if it's just taking them a long time to get to all the comments? That could have happened. Maybe.
No,
sure?
because I was looking, I was checking, and other people were writing. There weren't no all comments.
And
there were
there's
like
dates.
comments.
And it shows the time
dates
and the
and
date.
time.
Oh,
it was a new article.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, good try.
Sorry.
Good try. A for effort. Yeah.
I was trying to be devil's advocate, but okay.
Yeah, I know. It's all right. Look at it. I think it's over. I didn't really try to get us on to AARP, but maybe they will because, we're lively and fun and fresh, and young. We're not old. We're young. Okay, on relationships, ghosting. Have you ever ghosted anyone? Has anyone ever ghosted you?
no. I do have a friend though who's a single mom, and she started talking to this guy, and he knew she had a kid or whatever.
In person or online? Like, be clear.
First online, they talked online.
Online,
and he knew that she had a kid.
Okay.
And stuff, and she's very skeptical about who she brings around her son and stuff like that, which is fine. And so after a while, after them talking, they finally met. And they met for one day and he ghosted her.
Oh, so they met in person and then he never reached out to her again.
Yeah.
And she tried to reach out to him again?
Yeah. They were supposed to go out one morning for like a brunch or something. And he stood her up and never called her again.
Wow.
That's, I mean, I'm not laughing. I guess.
But did they actually meet or never met?
They did meet once. And then they were supposed to go out again. And he stood her up. Yeah.
Okay. Did she try to call him and ask him why? And he never responded.
Never responded. And
email him.
She said he's still like active on his social media and everything, and nothing.
Why do people do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that, okay, so
she's a very attractive girl. She's a beautiful girl. So I know
it doesn't matter. I mean, that clearly it's not about her. I mean, it doesn't matter if he's not attracted to her, he's not attracted to her, but have like cojones to say something. Like, just say, you know what? I'm glad we met yesterday. It was nice to hang out with you, but this isn't going to work for the two of us. Okay, it happened to me. I'm going to say his name, Michael. I'm not going to say his last name, but his real name is Michael. I don't give a shit. Don't give a shit. We met online. We hung out a few times. We did sleep together, whatever. And then one day didn't hear from him at all. Like for 2 weeks. don't ghost me when I know where your motherfucking house is. Because you know I'm going to show up at your motherfucking house. I am that person. Okay.
And nothing happened that he never gave a reason, or
So I then I emailed him and I said, you need to tell me what's going on. Because, okay, so first, and this happens to everyone, my first thought is something happened. Right? Like, yeah, he's not into you, Carmen. That's what happened. But he wasn't on his social media,
he's
whatever.
in the
And I'm like,
hospital.
yeah, well, it's what you want. You want to, especially when you're seeing someone over and over again. This wasn't like we just met once and then whatever. It's like we had seeing each other a few times, more than a few times, and we had slept together. You know what I mean? It wasn't like some casual thing. And then I didn't hear from him for like after talking every day, texting or whatever. That's weird. So finally, I said, if I don't hear from you by tomorrow, I'm gonna go to your house. I was like, I will go to your house because now I'm worried and I don't know your family or nothing, but something's got to be up. This don't make no sense. You know, he responded quick.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
And what was his response?
He was just this was years ago. He was like, it's not you, it's me. I'm like, oh, fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, fuck off. Like, stop.
She's like, I know you're alive now. Fuck off.
I'm done, bitch. Done. I was like, wow, what a piece of shit. Because it says more about who you are if you don't have the maturity or it's consideration, the respect to turn around and just tell someone, you know what? This isn't working for me. I thought it was, or I met somebody else, or I just, whatever. I used you, whatever it is. Just say what you got to say. But yeah, God, ghosting is weird.
Yeah.
Who came up with that? Was it called something else before?
Standing somebody up.
Yeah.
I feel like it. What, Rick?
Standing somebody up. That's the
I guess
closest thing
so,
I
yeah.
can think of.
Yeah. Because ghosting's a relatively new word in the past 20 years or so. I just never knew it before. But yeah, I'm kind of shook by that whole thing. And I was watching again TikTok and somebody was talking about she was really upset because she was young, you know what I mean? And I just felt for her. She was just like, we just had such a connection. I'm like, yeah, no, you didn't. Sorry. Like, she was crying and I was like, oh
my goodness.
God. I'm just glad I'm not on the dating scene now because I think it's so hard. The whole online dating thing. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. I did it once, never do it again. And Rick, you're not dating, right?
Nah. No, I'm not in a position to if I wanted to even. So no.
Okay. And Cynthia, we know you're not dating, right? Okay. No, Rick, I'm just messing with you. Rick, you could go online and meet somebody.
For what? Just to be an online friend? That's all it's going to be.
Oh, we are online friends. Is this not good enough for you, Rick?
Yes, I love our friendships. Yes.
But you're saying you wouldn't do, so you don't believe in online love relationships?
No, I've seen it work. I've had friends that literally they only met online
but then they
eventually did, they eventually obviously did meet eventually, but it was like a long time online. And then they finally met and then they actually got married and they're still married.
Well, Emily did the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Emily.
Yeah.
What are some of the common misconceptions the British...
What just happened?
Sorry, I hit something.
Were you able to hear it that time, Cynthia?
You saw that? Yeah.
I saw it.
I hit a key. I was trying to do something else. And I don't multitask. I'm not a multitasker. This is going to be a really interesting edit. That's all I'm going to say. Well, it's all Cynthia's fault and now my own fault. Like I just thought I had that one section. No, I have to fix this other part. No, it'll be fine. So,
but Emily and Gavin, yeah.
And I know like 4 other people who have met online. It's not. I think online is just another option. You know, I just think it takes a lot of work, and I don't care anymore. Like I don't have it in me, to be all up in it. But yeah, online dating is just another option. I think to find somebody else. But
it's probably easier to reject people online too because you just block them.
That's true.
Not if you start meeting them and then you.
No, I'm saying before that point. Yeah, before that point.
Yeah.
Like if it's a coworker, you're going to still have to deal with them.
I think there's too many people online too who, and I don't know, I haven't done it in a long time, but you put up the facade of who you are.
Mm-hmm.
So I think now, like if you can go see their social media accounts, or you could go see, I think probably it's better. But when I was online dating, which was a while ago, like 2008 or whatever, 2000, no, when did I meet Robert? It was like 2004. Yeah, so a while ago. It wasn't like we had all these videos and everything. You could see people's social media and everything, right? It was just like
Mm-hmm.
pictures or whatever. But I guess now you would, you could show your links and just they can find out everything about you.
Yeah,
I
that's
would
true.
think that's why it's harder to then meet someone and then just ghost them. Why wouldn't you just be like, "Oh, I don't think the chemistry is there."
Yeah, just
Just
be
like you
honest.
said, their maturity is lacking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
Honestly.
don't think I could ever turn around and stop talking to someone and not tell them why or let them know why.
Mm.
Like if it's not an obvious reason, like you're a stupid fucktard, do you know what I mean? And I probably told you that, but I mean, but it's just a decent thing to do to be like, you know what, this isn't. I'm glad we had dinner. It was nice to meet you, blah blah blah, whatever. But I don't think this is gonna work. Why is it so hard? And
Yeah.
by the way, you can do it by text now.
Right.
Exactly.
You can just text somebody. What's the point of ghosting when you can just text? You can email the motherfucker. You can put a little
Yeah.
paragraph together. Like it's
Yeah.
not me, it's you. You know what I mean? Like whatever you want to write.
Yeah, like I had a friend recently, what I'm talking about probably in a minute, but like we talked every day, just friends. And then all of a sudden something happened, offense happened, I guess, on her part. And then all of a sudden just wouldn't talk. And I'm like texting, hello, what's going
I
on?
know
You're not
who they are.
responding. You know who they are. And like days and days gone by, and then finally blew up. I'm like, well, you could have just said something before instead of making me text you every day.
Okay. Ooh, in the green room, you'll have to give me all the juice.
When you hear who it is, you'll be like, oh, okay.
I'm like, there's so many people in your life that you've had issues with, Rick. So you're so problematic. I can't keep it straight. Yeah. No, I think relationships are hard, but I think you make them harder when you're just not upfront about it. And I think the other side of that too is like, am I going to go running after this guy, Michael? I was like, oh, fuck no. You know what? I just needed to know I'm good. I'm done. I'm not going to be like, oh, but no, we good. We good. But you just showed me who you are. That's all I needed to know was you showed me more of who you are in that moment. Like, yeah.
Come on through, my Angela. When someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time.
It's true. Why is that such a hard concept to understand, though? Right? I think because we really want people to like us. We really want people to think we're great and wonderful. And it's hard to think that not everyone likes us.
Yeah. Then you start going, but why?
Look I have said it before. I'll say it a million more times. I am grateful when I know somebody doesn't want to be in my life. I am grateful because all that means is it opens the door and an avenue to the possibility of someone else who is better or somebody else that might bring more happiness and joy. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want people in my life who don't want to be in it.
Right.
So if you tell me that and you show me that, I'm good.
Yeah.
I find it a blessing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I know
If
I'm
they're
a
gonna drag you
weirdo.
down anyway, then see ya.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a feeling that most people don't believe me, but not that don't believe me, but don't practice it. Right? It's easier to say, but then when rejection comes, you don't embrace it. You push back on it because it hurts.
I think a lot of people think I can fix it, but sometimes you can't.
But what do you mean fix it? You can't fix another person. I can't make you love me.
I know that.
Some people
But
feel
some
that way,
people,
though.
yes, exactly. Hello, I went through that with somebody in my life, and we had to go to counseling. And out of her mouth said, well, I thought I could change him and thought I could fix him. And I'm like, relationship 101. What's wrong with you?
Okay, this must be your ex-wife because there's no other
I
way.
ain't gonna say no names.
He said counseling. I'm like, okay, it's gotta be.
Terry K is gonna say the name. Say the name.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I don't know. I mean, look, I think women have always been under the illusion that if you do A, B, C, and D, then he will love you. So we think we can fix men, or that's what I don't know. When I was growing up, I think that was kind of the overall thought process. Like, you can get a good man if you do all of these things. And then to keep him, you have to keep doing all these things. And so what do you mean? Of course I can fix you, Rick, if I do all this, you know. And it's just, I mean, you can't fix there's nothing to fix. It's just when either you accept it or you don't. Those are your choices. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember I had a couple friends who were like they met their soon to be husbands, but when they first met them, right, we were all at a party, whatever, and they were, oh my God, I love football. I'm like, you don't love football? No, I love football. I'm like, I already knew where this was going. You know, oh, he invited me to the game. I'm like, okay.
What are some of the common misconceptions that British people have?
You just want to give yourself more work to edit, don't you?
Wait a minute, I have to delete this because, okay, wait, let me just delete it. Let's see what happens. Okay, now it's not going to happen again. So, note to self, Rick.
He really wants to be heard.
Right. Here's the thing is when you set up your scenes, you know, when you go into Restream, you have all the scenes, you can set up scenes, and then clearly you can click on any button. So I'm not even, it's just my paper is hitting it. And so, okay, so I just delete it. But that's what those scenes are. So you can set up all different scenes and then just click on that instead of trying to always share the screen. Oh my God. I'm going to have to do a different podcast for this. And then I don't know. We'll see. It depends. It might be fine because it's kind of funny. I don't know, whatever. I wanted to play the whole thing now. Okay. What else? I wanted to talk about being Gen X. Fashions from back then.
Woo.
Do you remember, Cynthia? You might be too young, but do you remember we used to remember the roach clips had the feathers?
Oh my God, yes.
We'd wear them in our hair. Like we'd have, but only one with all the feathers.
I had a purple one.
Rick is like, roach what? None of us smoked pot, but we just thought it was cool. You know, they had the roach clips and you would put them in your hair and it would just like walk around like you were cool. Yeah. That was one of the things I was thinking about Gen X. Okay, what else? Gen X clothing from back in the day. You know, it's all coming back. All the baggy clothing is back. All the big stuff, like big pants and whatever.
What about the big hair?
What?
Is the big hair coming back too? Lord have mercy.
God. The hair.
I hope so. I put my hair down. My hair was really big. I just put it down when I got in today.
I think I have a picture of you with your hair out.
I could do it right now.
You and Audrey, both your hairs were like out there.
I know, but Cynthia doesn't like people's hair out. So my hair could just be out normal. And she's like, oh my God, it's so big. It's so big.
No, but back in the 80s, it was big.
My hair was big in the 80s. First of all, my hair was really straight in the 80s. So I think you're confusion.
No.
I used to have my hair straightened all the time.
I'll bring a picture next time if I can find it.
Okay, where's the picture?
It's somewhere with my albums. I'll see if I can find it.
Well, you might not be able to because, you know, you ain't got a phone that can support that access. I have pictures of my hair really, really big on my website. Maybe I can go to it and see if we can see it. I don't know if let me just see if I can go to the gallery and then I can share it. Let me see. How do I share on here? See, this I'm not good at. So if I go here, nope. If I go share screen and go to here, why are you laughing at me? Can you see it now?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's my hair.
No, I'm not talking. Nope. Not talking about that. That's normal to me.
That's Alden. That's Alden there. Look at my hair. That's usually what my hair kind of looks like. Well, I wish, but can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's Juliana, who's now turning 16. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh.
I know, right? That's my hair right there. Bigger than that, Cynthia? Ooh. You're confused.
And it was blown out like Audrey. You know how when Audrey used to blow out her hair and it used to be like big and high?
But
Oh,
you
your
think
hair
this
looks
is
like
big.
that.
You think this hair
No,
is big.
because this looks normal. This is your hair is
Hey,
curly.
Rick, look at me, Wonder Woman.
I know. Let's go, Wonder Woman.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Cynthia?
So yeah.
That this is normal because your hair is curly. I'm talking about with your hair being blown out.
Straight. I mean, my hair was
Mhm.
really blown out straight. This is Billy. Cynthia, is there a picture of you in here? This is Mia.
I don't know.
This is me and Mark. I love Mark. He's so funny. This is me and my mom. Now we're going down memory lane. I'm sorry. This is Richard. These are my Jimmy Choos. This is me. Oh, okay, wait. Let me just see here for a moment. Cynthia, I thought there was a picture of me and you in here.
Nope. She doesn't love
Oh,
me.
I know what. You have to go like this.
Oh, there
Oh,
it
there
is.
it is. There it is. All right, stop sharing. Okay. Wow, that was a weird. We are so not using this podcast for the thing. We're just not going to see anything. You know what I mean?
Okay, now show a picture of us. Just kidding. We never met.
Sweet. Here's the thing, though. I don't know what you're. I mean, I love my hair. Like if I took my hair out right now, it's really frizzy, but my hair was like this big today. But I don't know what you're talking about because my hair was usually straight in the 80s, unless I was.
I'll try to find the picture and then.
Yeah. Look at she's trying to be mean. Like. And I looked ugly or I looked adorable.
It's fine.
She's like, yeah, I don't want to say.
It was the 80s. I mean,
I have a high school picture too where my hair is out, whatever, and then I have like a little blonde hair here. We did that too. We made our hair blonde hair.
mhm.
Okay, Rick, did you do Nike? Like, were you guys into Nike sneakers and the alligator? Like, Billy wears the alligator. Remember the alligator polo shirt?
Izod.
Those are back.
Izod.
Those are back now, big time.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Did you wear Nike sneakers and Gloria Vanderbilt's jeans?
Nope. My parents were like, "Why are we going to buy something? It's $100 if I get something for 25."
Okay, our parents did not buy us these. We got them at like wherever we got the
Filene's basement.
basement. Like it wasn't. Yeah, no, you call
I was never
bullshit,
into fashion.
Rick.
I was never into fashion, period, at all.
Yeah, we weren't. So
It
when
was
you
very
were growing up,
colorful.
yeah. So when you were growing up, what
Mhm.
was the thing with you and your friends? What was your thing? And you grew up in Connecticut?
Correct. Yes.
Very bougie. That's very bougie. Connecticut is
Not as bougie as you think.
okay. All right. All right.
I
So
don't know what you're asking me though. Be more specific, please.
okay, so when you were growing up, what was it like as a kid? Did you hang out on the street? Did you ride your bike? Did you do skate?
Never
Like,
had a
what did
bike.
you do?
Never had a bike. Never had a skateboard.
Do you know how to ride a bike?
When I went to Canada once, my cousins tried to teach me, and I kind of figured it out. Yeah, I never had a bike. I'm telling you, man. My parents didn't let us do nothing. We weren't allowed to go to the.
I didn't own a bike either, but I know how to ride a bike, and we all had
We
bikes.
weren't allowed to go to the
places.
movies. Couldn't go to the
You
movies.
couldn't go to the movies?
Not allowed to go to movies. Nope.
Is this because you're religious?
No, they were not religious. They were the ones that stopped me. I mean, no, it was all about them. Super strict. And had to be home by 10 o'clock. I'm like, when you get to a certain age, 10 o'clock is when the party's starting. No, I don't care how old you are. 10 o'clock. You got to be home by 10 o'clock. It was pretty strict.
Okay, but why was it strict?
Because that's the way they were. That's the way
they were.
That's just the way they were.
Oh.
I should be jealous of my cousins because they used to be able to go to movies. They used to be able to go out and they're like, "Oh yeah, your parents are really strict." Like, I know, you ain't gotta tell me.
Are you the only child?
No, I have a brother.
You have a brother. Were they strict with him too?
Oh yeah,
Was he older, younger?
younger. He looks older now, but yeah. I don't know why I just said that. That was mean.
I
Sorry.
know that's evil, but Jesus and everything. I'm sorry. It's always the Christian people. Always the Christian people. Okay, so I'm just confused. So this kind of explains your obsession with Marvel and all of that stuff. Actually, in a lot of ways, did you miss out on that as a kid?
My dad, he's like, if I ever catch you watching Flintstones, I'm gonna yabba dabba do you upside the head. He did not want us watching cartoons. Of course, we snuck and watch them anyway, but
Right.
Very
Wow.
strict.
Oh, I'm
Very
sorry. I
strict.
didn't mean it. Is this a touchy subject for you?
It's history. It's what happened. Can't change it.
What's your perspective of your childhood? Do you think of it as a good childhood or a bad childhood? Or a little
Not
bit
that.
of both? Huh?
Not so great. Not so great. He was an alcoholic. My dad. My mom
Yeah,
was fine. I didn't have a problem with mom, but dad was an alcoholic, and it made life really, really rough.
right. Was that mostly why they were so strict? Is because he was an alcoholic? It wasn't
No,
really.
it
Oh,
was the way they were brought up. In Portugal, Azores, foreign land, strict. They didn't have
mhm.
no TV, none of that. Blah blah blah. And he was very abusive. And like one time he hit me really bad, beat me, whatever. And he goes, "Well, you're lucky." I'm like, "Okay, how am I lucky?" "Well, when my dad beat me, I flew across the room and there's blood everywhere. At least that ain't happening." I'm like, "So you should have compassion. You should understand what it
Yeah,
feels
Right.
like."
yeah.
Uh, yeah, it was not great.
Okay, well, I didn't mean to bring us down here.
No, we're good.
I'm sorry. So how did you, but I'm going to ask you anyway. So how did you, Cynthia, what's behind you? What's that blue thing? It looks like a
Oh,
leg, but it's a
it's
towel,
a blanket.
right? Did it look like so like a weird? Okay. This is
It's Xavier's
one.
bionic leg that he's getting ready to get put in.
Uh, when you were raising your kid, though, did you make it a point not to be that person?
I was so opposite.
Yeah.
So opposite. Never hit him ever, 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 ever. No, I didn't have to because I trained him fear of God from the beginning. Like I think parents
Fear
wait
of God from the beginning.
people wait too long to be strict. I'm like,
Mhm.
no, from day one, you be strict. You don't let them do anything they want. I'm sorry, because the world ain't gonna let you do whatever you want either. So
Yeah. I look at I'm not a parent. I don't think this is one of those subjects that I do try to stay out of, but I do not believe in, beating your kid. I don't see how that ever can help someone, and I know too many people who were beaten and it just made them more resentful. It didn't,
mhm.
I was never hit as a kid. I was hit once by my mother, and it was the first and last time she ever hit me because she welted my face. She was so upset, and it
Mm,
wasn't about me at all, and I was just a
mm.
little kid. But I said F you to her. As a
Oh,
little kid, I was like 7 or 8 years old, and she picked me up by the collar and kept hitting me, and then people took her off of me, and they had to put stakes on my face, and I always remember that. I can still
wow.
remember that, like, weird. But that wasn't about me. But that's a great example of why you should never want to hit children, because sometimes you're taking out aggression. In the same respects, I do understand, like, if a little kid is going to, play with the stove knobs and you tell them not to and they keep doing it, little slap on the hand, they never go, you know what I mean? So I think this is where parenting to me is a very difficult one, but I would
Mhm.
opt for people never to hit their children. But Cynthia, what do you think? I know that you came into your marriage with a lot of children, a lot of children. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no. No, I don't. I've never hit them, um, or my
I
nieces.
was just gonna say, but what about your niece? Right.
No, or my nieces and nephew. I'd yell at them,
Yeah.
and I definitely put the fear in them when I yell at them to
I
the
met
point
your
that
nieces. I wanted to hit two of them one time. I remember in the car. I was going to fucking kill
I
them. They
know
were older though. They
they're
were older.
better now, um, but yeah, I like even now if I yell, it's like they get flashbacks. They say from when I used to yell at them and stuff, but
Yeah.
hey, they all turned out pretty good. So
That's so funny.
And that's the interesting with me too is that uh, if my dad had realized, all you got to do is yell at me because I'd be like, freaking out just from the yelling. Like you didn't have to hit
yeah,
me. Now my brother, on the other hand,
But when people
yelling
abuse
didn't do
kids,
nothing.
when people abuse kids, it's not about the kids. It's about
yeah,
them. It's a
Mhm.
weird, and this I can say, I feel very comfortable saying this. It's a weird sense of power. And I
Mhm.
love this topic of power, whether you're talking about people who own companies and how they treat employees, or whether it's parenting or whatever. It is a misconception of being the person in charge, which is why you see people hit people. And I'm no sociologist, I'm not a doctor, whatever, but I'm just saying, as a person who's watched it my entire life from different families, the vantage that I have because of my circumstances, I was a part of so many different families, and just watching how people, parents especially, exert power, or older siblings exert power, and it's all fake power because it's not based on respect at all. It's based on fear. And when your children fear you as opposed to respect you, you're doing it wrong. You know what I mean? So, and I know I'm not wrong on that. There's just too much evidence. You know what I mean?
That was what my dad was. That was his whole point, was fear.
Yeah, fear. And as a little kid, that sucks. I mean, fear will do damage to you, but as an adult, it's not fear anymore. You know, it becomes hate and resentment and lack of respect, you know, which is, parents want to be respected, but then they go about it all wrong, you know. But anyways, how did we get into that's not on the list, people? It's not on the list. This is all Cynthia's fault for not being able to watch our guy giving us good stuff. All right. Well,
I
that's all I
overcame, and
got.
I'm fine now. I overcame. That's the joy.
You turned out okay.
Turned out all right.
Yeah.
And my
Did
son
you
can
though?
testify. And my son can testify. I
And your
never,
son can
never hit
testify.
him. Never
Yeah.
hit him.
Did you ever beat up anybody else though, like in school? I don't see
Not
you beating up
well.
anybody.
Me and my brother would roughhouse.
Is roughhouse another word for beating each other up?
I mean, when I think beat each other up, like you are trying to permanently, not permanently, but you're trying to cause damage. Where roughhouses, you're fighting, but you're not necessarily trying to really hurt them. It's like when people watch. You ever see kids play wrestling? They watch wrestling and then try to throw each other on the bed, whatever, like a wrestler does. It's like kind of like that. You ain't trying to hurt them.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that. I don't know. I'm being honest. I don't have kids. I don't know. And all my kids are girls, except for Rockwell, who's
Right.
he's 2.
Yeah.
Rockwell is 2. I don't know
I
if he's
can't
roughhousing
picture
anybody.
you
He's already
throwing
2?
Cynthia on the bed.
Me throwing Cynthia on the bed.
Yeah, I can't picture that.
Cynthia and I didn't have that relationship.
No.
Cynthia, I think, hated me for most of my life.
I didn't.
Oh, this
I
really
think
got
we talked to-
interesting.
Rick is like, now we gonna close down.
We
the
ain't talking
show,
about me
everyone.
no more. I'm done. Now it's all her. It's all her right there.
Okay.
It's actually kind of funny. So yesterday I was at work and I was just kind of bored, and so I went on our website, and our employee website, and there's this little thing that you can, like a little survey you can do to see if you have like any mental illness, any depression, stuff like that. Apparently, I have anger issues. According to the test.
I agree. You do. It's always the quiet ones. Always. I'm telling you. Always the quiet ones. Is that what it said? You have anger issues?
Yeah. And it was funny because it was one of the questions was when someone annoys you, do you feel like punching them? And I put yes.
Yeah, you do. Because you don't tell, okay, this is why. You don't tell people how you feel immediately. What?
Oh, no, it's okay.
Is Juan agreeing? Juan is agreeing.
Wait, don't tell me you pushed Xavier down the stairs. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, the truth comes out. No, okay. But you did you find that surprising that it came up? That I'm not surprised that it said you.
No, I actually wasn't surprised. I was laughing about it because Juan has always said that I have anger issues.
I think you do too.
Yeah, I do get road rage sometimes.
Here's the thing: you would never do anything about it, so you hold it all inside.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm the opposite. Like if I'm mad at you, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna let it out, so don't build up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Holding stuff like that in is not good for you, actually.
Yeah, but Rick, I don't think you would yell and scream at anybody either if you were upset.
Well, see, Xavier just said that Cynthia will tell you about yourself.
But he's a child. Okay, that's different. Okay. He needs to either get on camera. Okay, wait. We can't have people in the background. That he's a kid. That's different. That's different. But when we were growing up, I didn't really hang out with you. Where were you? You were
I was like little while you guys were going out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. But you were like a quiet, good little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And now, how did we connect? I don't even know how we became friends. When did that happen? Like, I'm
Honestly,
closer to you. I don't even talk to your sisters anymore. I mean, I said happy birthday to Audrey the other day, but I don't really talk to them at all. And they're
yeah.
more my age. But you and I connected. I mean, I know why we connected, but I don't understand how we connected.
I
Interesting.
do know.
We'll have to talk in the green room. Interesting. Well, I know why we connected because we have similar issues with fathers.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So I know that. I got that. But I don't remember when that actually happened. So we'll have to investigate that and then write a book about it. All right. Well, we're past the hour mark. And yeah, we're going to do a lot of editing on this, or we'll just do a whole different podcast. I don't know. But that was random and all over the place. And Cynthia is going to buy a new phone. Yeah, I don't think
At
that's
some point.
Oh my God. I will. Okay, we're going to talk in the green one. I will buy you a new phone. I'll give you my credit card. Just buy the damn phone. Rick, as always, thank you so much. Cynthia, thank you for coming on, even though you ruined my whole 4-minute thing on this British guy, with the whole topic of the show. But it's all good. We just went down a whole other random area. We got all depressed and sad about Rick's terrible childhood and about alcoholism and about ghosting. But whatever, it's all about you. We love you. So it's all good. Thank you for stopping by. Everyone, remember, it really is all about the joy. And we'll see you next week.